You think about entering the market as a first-time home buyer? You're not sure where to start? Then I have 3 things you must do before you consider getting into the market and start looking for homes. Stay tuned and I'll give you all 3 right now. I'm Mike Hall and I'm going to give you 3 must-dos before entering the market as a first-time home buyer. Hey guys, do me a favor. Subscribe below. That way anytime there's a new video, you get alerted and notification. I'm planning on putting a lot of content out there, a lot of material, be good stuff, and with very valuable information. Okay guys, so there's 3 must-dos before entering the market as a first-time home buyer. These are very important. I think it's so many calls, even whether it's through Zillow or just on my phone or from somebody that's contacted me, first-time home buyers when I'm out, and they don't know where to start. And it's a tough process. You don't know where you're starting. Just kind of learning. And there's 3 things really important. You can't just go out and look at houses. You can do that, but you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna see a house you love and find out you can't afford it financially. First thing though is get a pre-approval. And I'm gonna hit right on that. You know, go to a banker, go to a lender, go to a mortgage broker, wherever you gotta go, get a pre-approval, see what you can do, your financial parameters are. It's absolutely critical. That way you're not setting yourself for disappointment or the other way around. Maybe you can afford more than you thought. Maybe you can get a bigger house. Maybe you can put you in a different neighborhood or different type of house. And it's really important to know where you stand financially. There's so many times I've showed people houses and they're outside their range, and everything else they look after that nice house that they love that was outside their range is just a disappointment, because they're gonna hold everything up to that standard of that house. So just get your finances in order, get your plan together, get your credit checked, get all that stuff, know your debt to income ratio. A mortgage broker, a lender, a banker, a credit union, they can all help you out with that, and they'll get that stuff together for you. And then you know, whatever the outcome is, you know where you stand, you know what you need to do moving forward, buying a house, what your range is. It's just so important to do that. Next thing you want to do is create a plan. So you're going to create a plan for whether you're single, married, engaged, doesn't matter. You got to have some sort of plan. Once you get your finances in order, you know what you can afford, either yourself or as a couple, whatever it may be. You know what you're going to afford. You know what you can do. Set goals. What type of house do you want? Do you plan on having children? Where do you want to live? What's your desired area? There's a lot of things you can do to create that plan. I mean, if you don't have a plan, you're kind of going in blind. And in this market, things are tough. I mean, that's why I'm saying you need to be pre-approved. You got to have a plan before you even start looking at houses. Houses are flying off the market in 2 to 3 days. One day, it doesn't matter. It's just too fast. By the time you look at the house, and if you go back and do these things, the house is gone before you even had a chance to think about putting an offer in for that house, let alone win the offer. So you got to have a plan. You got to have goals. You got to have your pre-approval, be set, and be ready to go. You got to be ahead of the game. There's no, oh, we'll do it tomorrow, because tomorrow the house is gone. So I think it's super important to have these 2 things, pre-approval and create a plan. And once you get that together, we're going to get into the 3rd thing, which I think is the most important part, and actually is something you could do first, but it doesn't really matter because I think this part is so important. Number 3 is get an agent. When I say get an agent, I don't mean just get an agent. You have the opportunity to interview agents. You're going to want an agent that you can build relationships with, build a good rapport. You're going to be communicating. You're going to work with each other for a long time, especially in this market. If you're looking at houses now, inventory is very low. You might be out in that market for 3 months, 6 months, a year even, and you really want to have a good relationship with your real estate agent. You know, you're going to have to communicate very well with each other, and know each other, what each other wants out of this relationship. And that's what it's about, building a relationship with your agent and clients, agent to client. You go on Zillow, and that's where everyone starts, right? Everyone goes on Zillow and says, oh, let's look at houses on Zillow tonight. When you get on Zillow, you can contact an agent through there, but you're really getting somebody. I'm a member of Zillow. I do Zillow. I get the phone calls from Zillow. You're getting a random person. You're really rolling the dice on what kind of agent you're going to get. Every agent isn't created equally. We all have different, characteristics and skill levels and things we're good and bad at. But, you really get out there and talk to somebody that you feel comfortable with, because you're going to make, it's a long-term decision. So it's important that you interview these people. And it sounds salesy for me, being an agent myself, saying, hey, why don't you give me a call? But yeah, give me a call. I'm always down for that. But yeah, I just interview. It's important that you're making it's a huge financial decision. It's one of the biggest decisions you ever make in your life is buying a house. The important thing, and the 3rd thing I'm getting at, is get yourself a solid agent that's going to communicate, you can build a relationship with, and you're in there for the long haul with them or her. So yeah, that's 1, 2, and 3. To recap, real quick, I know this is a quick video, but get an agent, one you trust, one you can build a relationship with, and one you're going to be there for the long haul. 2, get a pre-approval. Know your financial parameters. It's important. It's important to know what range you're going to be in. Don't set yourself up for disappointment. And if you can't get a loan, if you can't get if you have cash, that's great. Cash is king. You don't have to worry about any of this. But get a pre-approval so you can start seeing houses. The third thing is, get a plan. Have a plan together. Know your financial goals. Know your long-term goals for the house. What kind of house you want, where you want it to be, square footage, how many bedrooms, do you want a basement? There's all these things that you can talk to with your agent based on your plan to get move forward and find yourself a house. These are all critical items in this market with a low inventory to move forward and find yourself a home. It's not going to be happening overnight. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up below. Like the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below in the comments. I'll get back to you. You can call me, you can email me, or you can shoot me a text.